Hey everybody, it's Michael. I'm back again with another quick play video, and today I would like to show you Gold Ahoi. Gold Ahoi is a very short tile-laying game for 2 players from Lookout Spiele's 2-player line. The game is language independent and has rules in English, German, Italian and Japanese. I think there will be a Mayfair version. I have no idea whether this will have the same languages or maybe include others. The game is by Stephan Herminghaus and it's his first game if I'm not entirely mistaken. It plays 2-player of course and only 2 players. It's for ages 8 and up and it plays in about 15 minutes. As I already said, it's a tile-laying game with a pirate theme. The idea is that there is this legendary treasure which only can be found at certain points of the tide, and players are trying to get as many points as possible by finding treasure chests on these tiles, basically building paths from their starting point to these treasure chests. And then I guess we can already start with the game. Have fun. Setup for Gold Ahoi is rather easy. You just shuffle the 36 tiles, put them face down. There's actually a cloth bag that you could use to draw the tiles from, but since they all have the same bag, this is as good as any other solution. But you can actually use the bag to transport the tiles, so you don't have to take the whole box. This is a game between me and a virtual opponent who sits across the table, and let's decide that he's the start player. And on your turn you simply draw a tile and then place it, and since this is the first tile the rules are not in effect yet. The only thing my opponent has to do is to decide the orientation of the tile. Let's say he draws this and he decides to put it down like this on the table, and then it's my turn. Now there are 3 rules. The first rule is that whenever you place your tile, you have to place it next to another tile, edge on edge, so I couldn't do anything like this or even something like this. Then you can't go beyond the 6x6 grid, which is not a problem right now, but suppose we had a full row of 6 tiles already, I wouldn't be able to place to the left or the right of that row. And finally, you can't open up a new row on your opponent's side. So basically, I couldn't place here because that would open up a new row. And what we're trying to do is build a constellation of water and sandbanks, a maze basically. And at the end of the game, the water and the sandbanks will form areas. And if you have access to such an area, because let's say for example that at the end of the game this will point towards me, then I have access to that water area, but not to that sand area. Then we get a point for each treasure chest that is in that area. However, we will only get the points if we are the only player who has access to the area, or if both have access, if we have more entries. If I place it here, then I make up a new area, and right now I have 2 entries in that area, so chances are good I might be able to score that. However, if I put it like this, then I've built a large area, and right now we both have access and my opponent has 2, so it's a bit risky, but let's actually do it this way. And it's my opponent's turn, and he decides to place the tile like this, so this is another sandbank area. Right now he has access to it, and so do I. Then my turn. This is still the same area. Now there are 3 treasures in it, but suddenly I have 2 entries in there as well. My opponent has created a new sandbank. He has access to it. Currently I don't, because this is off to the side and not towards me. My turn. My opponent. And by doing this, he has created another entry to this area. So now he has 2, I only have 1. My turn. So this is a sandbank that only I have access to at the moment. So now my opponent can either build off to the side, or he can make up a new row on his side. At first it seems good because he can build new entries into the areas for him, but as soon as he has opened up the new row, I can build into it, and then I can start messing things up for him. Now this area is not contested at the moment, but this one here is, so builds over here. On the other hand, giving me the opportunity to maybe gain another access over here. Indeed. So we're tied again. However, he's better off because this one is a dead end and this one isn't. So he decides to not put this one over here, to not create the same situation as before. And he decides to put it over here instead, building more treasures in the one that he has access to. I could put it here, I can't place it over here. We are already at 6 tiles across, so if I don't want to put it here, I'd have to make up a new row down here. Now the thing is, if I put it like this, then it'll be really hard for me to get access to that sandbank. Basically I would have to build my way around here. On the other hand, I'm getting another entry into this sea area here. Now he has to open up a new row on his side. Then my turn. Now if I place it here, that's not a good idea because then this one belongs to him. So why not put it this way? Then it's his turn. And now since he basically shut himself out of this area here for now, he decides to rectify that. Then my turn again. Let's put it over here. Now I could start connecting over here, but it's too risky. I'm giving him too many opportunities to get access to this island. Why not build down here? Because now this is all one big area where he has one access and I do too, but maybe I'll get another one over here. His turn. Probably not too bad to put it there like this for him. One more access for me down here. So now they are definitely connected, and right now he has better chances, and also he started a new area for himself over here. This would be rather nice because then I got my own island, although only with one treasure. Let's risk it. Yeah, that's what I feel. So he places this here. So basically I'm almost shut out of this island right now unless I get something down here, but it's my turn next, so that's not a problem. On the other hand, he has given me 3 entries now to this water area. He only has 2. So I still have 1 access to that sandbank and still 3 to the water, and this one's still mine. Now he has to open up a new row. It has to be on his side. Since we have 4 rows now, what will probably happen is that we have another one down here and another one up here. At least I guess that's what will happen. So if I put this like this is no longer an entry for him. And now what could actually happen is that these 2 sandbanks will get 1, and then everything is open again because I have 2 entries down here. So let's just see what happens. His turn. And now he's in a bit of a tight spot, because if he allows me to play here, I can shut him out of this area completely, and maybe, if I'm lucky, also out of this sandbank. Those are just too many points. The problem is with the tile he got, if he decides to place it here, he'll shut himself out of one of those areas. If he puts it like this or like this, then he's shutting himself out of this C area. This way he's giving the whole sandbank to me, so the best option probably is this one. So this is still open and he maybe has another chance of getting in there, and he still has access to that sandbank. And now I got a little bit lucky because I can shut him out of the C area, and also the sandbanks are now connected, and he has 2 entries and I have 3 so far. Okay, but now he has another one. Then my turn. Now the thing is, if I place here, then he has to open up a new row on his side. Alternatively, I open up a new row here. If I put it like this, then this belongs to nobody. So it's his turn. He decides to put it here. Then my turn. 5 tiles to go. So I'll put this one here, giving him that point. But on the other hand, blocking off 1 entry to the big sandbank. My turn. Well, this is not good. If I put it either here or here, I'm basically giving him 2 entries, and if he gets another tile like this, then he has 4 and I have 3. So I'll just put this over here. Then it's his turn. Okay, that's good for me on the other hand. So you just put it here, and then finally it's my last turn. And I guess it really doesn't matter. He'll get access to this one, the C anyway. So let's just put it like this. Okay, now we have to count. This big water area belongs to my opponent, so he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. For the sandbank, 8, 9, and that's basically everything he has access to. Now for me, let's do the small stuff first. So 1, 2, 3 in this C area over here. 1 over here, that's 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one doesn't belong to anybody because nobody has access. And then the whole sandbank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So he has 9, I have 26, making me the overall winner. And that's how you play Gold Ahoi. So I hope you enjoyed this short overview of Gold Ahoi. This is a very easy game to play. There are only the 3 rules and the endgame scoring, and that's about it. It plays fast. There might be a little bit of thinking involved, especially late in the game when you have to decide in which direction, where exactly to place your tile. Also, you've probably seen that it's rather confrontational because you have to actively deny your opponent the access to the different areas, and also games can be won or lost by placement of the very last tile. On the other hand, it's very short, and so it's always possible to play another round so that the loser gets another chance. And I guess that's about it. So once again, thanks for watching, have fun playing, and until next time, bye bye.